American Inc., we are committed to making a meaningful and positive impact in the schools and businesses within our community. Like a Hail Mary, throw to win the game. We are here to help you every step of the way to take care of your financial goals. We are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact in our community. American Inc. is a proud supporter of the Remsen St. Mary's football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. Bump up the spirit and cheer on the Hawks to victory. American Inc., achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Test. Test.
Welcome to your new home from Ida Grove Homes. Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website. So stop by Ida Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions St. Mary's Football. I'm Ryan Hayek, and joining me tonight is former RSM alumni, former RSM coach, new RSM teacher, Zach Arnold. Coach, how you doing today?
Good, Coach. How are you? Good to be back.
Good to be back. You nervous? First game?
Ryan, I try not to be nervous, man.
Yes,
it's not how I like to play the game.
This is one of our favorite time of the years, isn't it, Coach?
Absolutely. I wish it'd be about 20 degrees cooler if we get some football weather out here,
Absolutely.
but we'll make do.
We could use some breeze, could use some, much needed temperature like 65.
That'd be nice.
65.
I'd take it.
Excuse me. Tonight's matchup will be the Wolves of Harris Lake Park against the defending state champs Hawks of St. Mary's Remsen. We are live here in beautiful Remsen, Iowa, where it's neat and hard to beat, Coach. That's what this says, right? When you pull
It does say that.
It is finally opening week. I know I'm excited. I know you're excited, Coach. Talk to me about some of your favorite memories opening week.
Ooh, first week 1, I would say that my favorite game week 1 would be Audubon of 2019. That's probably the most exciting week 1 game. However, I would also say that Arweva week 1 back in 2016, Coach, the first year that we were doing this thing together, was also a very exciting, that kind of was the game that helped change the culture a little bit. They were ranked number 1 at the time, and you got everybody pretty motivated in the weight room that day, and were able to come out here and get a big win and start the year off right.
Yeah, that's some of the favorite memories as well, too, is the Weeva very first game coaching myself, and then obviously your second year coaching Audubon coming home here. That was a fun one to watch. It was a great game, so hopefully we're in for a good game tonight. The Wolves come into tonight's matchup with a 7-game losing streak against the Hawks. The Hawks come in tonight with a 37 home game winning streak that dates back to 2016, Coach. What's your thoughts on that 37-game home winning streak?
Yeah, I mean, I still remember the last time we lost here, Newell Fonda 2016, and how good, those teams were that year. In 2016 we were playing against. But it's tough to do that. It's tough to, get into the teens even with the winning streak at home when you're playing good teams, especially if you factor in the district games we've had here. Had a bunch of good teams come through and have been able to find success and get these wins year in and year out. Hopefully we can keep it going and get into the 40s this year.
Yeah, that would be nice. That's the goal, definitely. Coach, I was able to talk to both head coaches this week, Tim Osterman for the Hawks and Lane Gunderson for the Wolves, and I got a good feeling on what they want to do offensively and defensively. And for the Wolves, Lane Gunderson going into his 24th year coaching. Just
24?
24.
Wow.
The guy's been there forever. I know we both enjoy talking to him. But offensively, they want to try to compete at the old line position. They know the trenches is very important, especially moving forward in this game, going against an experienced big line against the Hawks. They want to try to win and compete against those trenches. They also want to take care of the ball offensively. Defensively, Gunderson wants to see his team tackle well, which is always a big question mark on the first week. And they also want to eliminate the big plays, try to make the Hawks march down the field and try to have them stumble on their own feet compared to giving up the big play. Coach, just talk about how important it is to eliminate big plays on defense.
Well, it's super important if a team is able to come out and do whatever they want down the field and create these big plays. They can really be, they can take your soul a little bit. You come out there and it's 3rd down and 10, and all of a sudden the quarterback throws a 40, 50-yard touchdown. It takes the wind out of your sails a little bit. But in the same breath, it's also really defeating if a team just marches down the field, takes up 7 minutes of clock, and is doing whatever they want in that regard as well. So, a lot of keys are, pretty much you just don't want anybody to ever score. Unfortunately, that's not the case most of the time. But like he said, come out, you tackle well, you get after the quarterback, you make them play uncomfortable, and more importantly for this game is to control the line of scrimmage. He made a good point about St. Mary's' returning line. That's probably the most experienced group that we're going to have this year, losing all the seniors that were mainly skill players. So it'll be a good opportunity for Lane and his students to come out here and line up against those guys and see if they can put up a dogfight in the trenches.
Gunderson knows that this is going to be a tough matchup year after year. He said he was going through the roster this week or before the season, and he's seeing the same names, the similar names, the Coinks, the Holmans, the Walschmidts, the Harpenalls. So he knows that we might have graduated a lot last year, but he remembers all those names from years before, knows they're going to be good athletes. For the Hawks, Osterman wants to see his offense lean on that line, run the ball. Obviously, we just talked about how experienced this line is. Probably our most promising coming into this year is we had returned all the linemen. So he wants to run heavy early on this game. Defensively, Osterman wants to stop the run, make them throw in predictable downs, 3rd and longs, 2nd and longs. He feels like if they can do that, that eliminates a lot of the play action pass. Try to get them behind the chains. Coach, just talk about how it is important to get the team behind the chains.
Yeah, especially a team like Harris Lake Park, I've always thought they've had a really dynamic offense, and he does a great job drawing up, these kind of plays in the sand where you're out there and you're lined up right, and you think you have a good defensive scheme called against him, and pretty soon, it's a middle of the game in no specific situation. He'll throw a hook and ladder. He'll throw these different routes that you don't normally see and get guys moving around a lot. So you want to have him backed up to where if they do something like that, the play isn't so effective that they get the first down. So winning that 1st and 2nd down, like he said, controlling the line of scrimmage and making them really work for that yardage will play a huge factor in this game.
Osterman has been very pleased with the guys' effort at camp. This group is ready to make their own name for themselves. And then they also expect to win. So just because we got rid of a bunch of seniors last year, graduated a bunch of seniors, the goal is the same for these young kids. They want to continue to win. So that's a quick pregame from Coach Arnold and myself. We'll be back after a couple words from our sponsors. This is Hawk Football.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Brooke Kahns. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
Can turn that one up. Number 9, a linebacker, a junior. That'll just make you like one person sound louder than the other.
And then where's
And then clear if you want to. Go to football, overlay, and then go Remsen right there. Overlay. And Zach, if you need to zoom in or feel like you need to.
And then how do I get those more commercials?
What's that?
Oh. Perfect.
Defensive end, number 66, a junior.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org. Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
At Happy Siesta Healthcare Center in Remsen, Iowa, we strive to provide a comfortable home away from home, whether your needs are for long-term care or rehab to home. Regardless of your level of care, our mission is to provide you and your loved ones with quality, compassionate care in your time of need. An outpatient therapy is available with Remsen Rehab, located inside Happy Siesta. And Happy Siesta Healthcare Center is always looking for quality employees, so contact us if you'd like to work here. Happy Siesta Healthcare Center, Remsen.
Now, if you would remain standing and remove your headgear for the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome back to Hawk Football, live here in Remsen, Iowa. Let's go over the starting lineup for the Wolves. At center will be number 66, junior, 6'5", 240, Dwayne Ingham. At guard will be number 34, Travis Luchens. He's a senior, 5'9", 200. At the other guard position will be number 10, Braden Banner. He's a senior, 6 foot, 195. At the tight end position, number 15, Devin Meyer. He's a senior, 6'2", 185. At the other tight end position, number 16, Ashton Kropp. He's a senior, 5'11", 145. And at the slot position will be number 9, Landon Whitrock. He's a junior, 5'7", 145 pounds. At the running back position, number 3, Caleb Hemphill. He's a senior, 6 foot, 190. And at quarterback will be number 1, Lucas Aristroof. He's a senior, 5'10", 155. I apologize for all the Harris Lake Park fans if I butchered any names. And for the Hawks, go over their starting lineup. At center will be number 76, Lennon Steichen. He's a junior, 6'1", 245. At the guard position will be Hunter Pick, senior, 6'2", 245. Number 52, Ty Tritt, senior, 6'1", 245. At the tight ends position will be number 55, Colin Holman, 6'6", 225. And number 18, Braxton Knipe, 6'1", 180 junior. The slot position will be number 2, Keaton Hartman, 5'10", junior, 165. Running back will be Brady Point, junior, 6 foot 215, and at quarterback number 7, Landon Walshman. He's a junior, 6 foot 190. Approximately 84 degrees here in Remsen, Iowa. Coach, we're ready to kick things off. This will be Ty Tricks to kick things off. And the 2023 is on our way. The Wolves received at the 5, across the 15, up to the 20, and gets met by a bunch of Hawks at the 22-yard line. Coach, how important is that first kickoff?
Really, well, field position is really important at first possession. You know, you want to have the ball down the field because you want to be in a place where you can score. So if you can get a good field position on your kickoff, that does a lot for your team.
So the Wolves are going to start 1st and 10 at their 23-yard line. You do a double reverse first play.
That's what you're doing right now, Coach?
Oh yeah, I'm coming out with a bang.
I think you got to come out and establish the run game a little bit here if you're Harris Lake Park. Kind of feel everything out.
Empty formation. Luke is alone in the backfield. Motion receiver to his left. Drops back to fast. Pump fakes. Throws it deep. He's got a guy in. It's incomplete. Right idea. Take a shot right away.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what they do too. We talked about. You know, they're gonna throw some trickery type things at you and see how you react.
That was nice coverage by Keaton Harpenall and Cade Tinniger. Looked like a little zone defense there to start for the Hawks.
Yes.
Well, this is where Osterman was talking about. Get him second behind the chain, 2nd and 10. See what the Wolves do here. Lucas has a running back to the right. Hands off to the near side here. The Hawks wrap him up about after getting a 4 yards by Coleman and Hunter Pitt.
Ball on the
That was Hemphill on the carry.
6, 7.
So 3rd and 7, Coach.
Yeah, I'm looking for, if I'm the Hawks defense here, kind of looking for like that 7-yard hitch right now to get that first down. I know Harris Lake Park's like the dig route a little bit, or get downfield, take a horizontal line, and look for the ball.
4 wide here for the Wolves. 3rd and 7. Opening drive. 2-man rush for the Hawks. They drop back to pass. Incomplete pass. Boy, a lot of blue shirts right there by the receiver.
There was, and 4 hitches, Coach. That's an old Hayek play.
Yeah, right by the chains, trying to get the first down. So good job by the Hawks defense. 3 and out.
Oh, you're punting here, Coach, if you're calling it.
Yeah.
You're going to punt.
I think I'm going to punt.
What do you think? If you ask me during a game, am I telling you to punt, or what am I saying to you,
if
Coach?
you're my D coordinator, I know what you'd say. You'd say go for it, and then I'd draw something up.
Perfect.
11-10 here in the first quarter. We got a new scoreboard, Coach.
Oh, yeah, I know. We talked about that every year. Finally got one.
That on the film. Our crew up here, I don't know if they're going to be able to handle this big score.
They've got their work cut out for them,
We got timeouts. We got to go. Nice high kick. Keaton with the fair catch. Secures it at the 15-yard line. Nice catch here. That's so important for the
right away. Yep. Let's get those jitters out. You haven't done it in the game in a long time, and you got to field them clean. But that was a good punt. Like you said, that was a good, effective way to get them downfield at the 15-yard line.
That was Hemphill on the punt. It was a great punt by Hemphill. Let's see what the Hawks do. I imagine, let's see if RG decides, Coach Ryan Gallows, offense coordinator, see what he decides to call here. They're going to go 5 down linemen, gun T formation. Coink and Harpenall in the backfield along Walshman. Hands up, and Keaton is tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Lucians. Nice tackle behind the scrimmage by the Wolves.
Yeah, that was a nice play.
2nd and 15, Coach.
That was a nice play. I've always thought it was interesting how their DNs line up. They're kind of at that track stance, you know what I mean? And I always used to like that in certain situations, but the more I got going, I kind of like to be down a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they always play a 3-man front here with Lane Gunderson, and they're always tough to line up. And the Hawks are getting 2 with that 5-man line. Gun T formation. Landon hands off to Harpenall on the far side. He's has some room, cuts it up. He's going to gain a nice chunk of change. Call it 8 yards. Going to make it 3rd and 6 for the Hawks.
3rd and 6 ball.
There you got some movement there on the side.
And that's what you need to do right away. Is you need to get the run game going a little bit. Get comfortable. Have everybody get some, be able to relax a little bit out there.
So both defense getting in the 3rd down situations here. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. The Hawks have the Wolves. We'll see what the Hawks draw up here. Koink and Walshman in the backfield. Two receivers here to the near side. Walshman drops back to pass, throws an out route here, and it's off. The one hand by Kanai, just a little bit outside.
Yeah, it almost looked to me, Coach, like it was, he's trying too hard, trying to go too fast with it. You got to be relaxed, get your feet set, make that throw right on the numbers. Yep. You know what I mean?
A tough route to throw.
It is. Yeah, the out route.
Far hash to the far sideline.
Absolutely.
It's a very tough throw to complete. But the route was there. Just need to put it on them. So
yes.
Punting situation for the Hawks.
Well, then there's also
by the Wolves.
There's also the theory that if you can touch it, you can catch it. That's what old Coach Stuckenholtz would say.
Yeah.
If you touch it, you better catch it, man.
Hunter picks up on it. Nice booming kick. The Wolves receive it right outside the 20. And Hemphill takes it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Coach, the Hawks offense, with that experienced line, I thought they'd go more north and south instead of east and west. So
right.
See if they continue to go east and west, or maybe north and south.
Well, especially
in front, I think you just hammer that inside.
Well, especially because you're out there. Both teams are new, to a degree. We don't really know much about either one of them. They haven't played a game yet. So yeah, you go out there right away, north south. See if you can beat them up on the line of scrimmage a little bit before you have to start throwing.
So the Wolves take over in their second possession. They're going to go 4 wide. A sweep here to the near side, and Kanai takes them down behind the line of scrimmage for a tackle for loss. Nice job by Braxton Kanai.
Yeah, and that's a really good play. When you're in a situation like that as a defensive end, you really have to be tight and, to the line of scrimmage and be moving laterally fast to make that play.
So nice job by the Hawks getting them second and long.
TFL.
TFL, you gotta love TFLs. Tackle for loss. 4 wide again for the Wolves. We figured we'd see a lot of this. Lucas drops back to pass. Has some time, now he steps up. And Kanai gets him again.
Looks like there might be a hold here as well,
and we
Coach.
got our first flag of the year.
Yep.
Not bad. It only took till 8:56 in the game.
Hey, I'm all about it. The games where the laundry comes out a lot is...
And it's going to be holding on the Wolves. I imagine they're going to decline that, making it 3rd and long. And that's what Coach Tim Osterman does. Declines. He's going to make it 3rd and 12 for the Wolves. Knight on the first sack of the year.
Yeah, and he's getting back there. So if you're Harris Lake Park here, you like going 4 wide, but you may need to bring that tight end in to kind of help out block him.
Chip off the tight end.
Absolutely. Or get a back there as well.
And what's the best thing about slowing D linemen down? Screens.
Absolutely, 100%.
Looks like the Hawks come off with a 2-man rush, 4 wide. Hawks dropping into a zone. Motioning. Play action pass. Lucas throws up the middle. Incomplete pass. Nice coverage again by the Hawks. Had great zone there.
Yeah, that was good. And that was a really good offensive play inside of that zone. They kind of had their window. He knew where he was going with it. Yeah, that was both teams right there. Really good job.
Have 6 guys drop back in coverage and only 2 rush.
Very tough. And then, I saw Colin Holman's right almost nearly in his face with that 6'5", frame, waving their hands in front of you.
So the
Another
Wolves
punt.
are going to punt again here in the second possession. 8:26 here left in the first quarter. High snap. Nice grab by Hemphill. Punts end over in. Looked like it almost grazed the Hawk, but it's going to settle down just at the 12-yard line.
Get away from that ball, Coach.
Yeah, get away. I didn't hear any call to get the heck out of there. That means it's not loud enough if we can't hear it. So the Hawks are going to take over 1st and 10. Well, one thing about this first game here, Coach, with the heat, conditioning.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see which team. Both teams have about the same roster size. We'll see who has more depth here as it gets going.
And it's been hot all week, so the practices, have had to be, done without all the padding and everything.
Option left there. Koink has it on the far side, cuts it in, and gains 1 yard. And, of course, we have our famous pole that is always in our way.
Yeah, that thing.
Does it even have lights on it? Yeah, it does.
Yep, unfortunately, it just turned out to where this box was built.
Yep.
Not in the middle between these 2 poles.
Just the famous pole. We should should name it. We should get some sponsors on that pole.
Well, you'd think we'd have some technology in here where I could shoot through it. Yeah, it just wouldn't even show up like green screen. You know what I mean?
I think you're onto something. Gun T formation. Coin gets the carry. He's going to try to cut it up the field. And he's going to get a couple, make it 3rd and 6 again for the Hawks. Same thing, Coach. A little east and west, not really going north and south.
Right, and I think Brady Koinkis would be, he's definitely more of a north and south style runner. You want to get him going downhill. I know he likes to hit people. He likes to run hard. He's kind of got that mentality of, hey, I'm just going to run this person over. So get him getting ahead of steam behind him would be important.
Yeah, he definitely should. The youngest of 3 other brothers older than him. So he's definitely a tough kid. So the Hawks are going to try their 4 wide formation. Landon alone in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Looks over towards Holman, and it's going to be incomplete pass. Good coverage by the Wolves.
Yeah, that was a really nice read by that defender. And, you look at it now, the size advantage Colin Holman has right there over number 16. It looks like
it was kind of like
he's
a
twice his size.
Where I think if he would have just lobbed it up, I think it would have been
absolutely
just fine.
Yeah. You don't want to put that ball in his numbers. You want to let him use his reach to get over, up high and get over top of him.
And one thing, if I'm Coach Ryan Gals calling the plays, I'm going to go get my quarterback very comfortable next series. I'm going to do some rolling out.
Yep.
Let him see the completion.
Yeah, get him some quick hitters, something easy.
The Wolves come for the punt. Nice spiraling kick by Hunter Pick. Hemphill bobbles it a little bit, and he's going to get met by Mr. Worth. Nice tackle at the 10-yard line. Great coverage by the Hawks punt team.
Yeah, that's, and again, here's where this whole thing plays out, because now typically they've started around the 30-yard line. Now we're back to starting, near the 10. And so now if they have to punt, we might get the ball. The St. Mary's Hawks might get the ball at the 40 instead of back at the 12 or 15 like they had prior.
Yeah, it's a little punting game, something we're not used to for the last couple of years.
It's different.
Shout out to all the former Hawks fans that are listening, alumni. How was your first Friday night graduating? I mean, just there's something different about coming back and
to come back to a game?
Come back to a game, and you don't have that Friday night lights anymore.
It's done, yeah. Football. Once you're done with high school, if you don't play college, it's over.
For the Wolves, and nothing going, maybe a yard. Once again, Braxton Knipe with that speed around the edge, Coach.
Yeah, he's getting downhill. He's getting downhill there, and he's staying real close to the line of scrimmage, which helps him make that play.
So 2nd and 11 for the Wolves. Both offenses trying to find their
a rhythm, yeah.
It's kind of like a little boxing match, right, Coach?
Back and forth,
a couple jabs.
They're feeling each other out right now.
Feeling each other out.
But Harris Lake Park has definitely tried to take a couple of shots. They've been more aggressive, I feel like.
Ooh, the snap was low and got the timing all off, and Hunter Pick is there to meet him right at the line of scrimmage. I did see they made a quarterback change. They got Hemphill receiving the snaps now, so maybe a little wildcat formation and try to spice some things up.
Get some different looks for sure.
But another 3rd and long for the Wolves. Well, at this point, the Hawks are going to be sitting back in that zone.
Absolutely.
So now you got to try to draw something up where you can attack the maybe outside or
find a bubble,
a middle screen, or see what they got here.
Yeah.
5-man line. Hemphill on the motion to the near side. Looked like he left a little early. Pressure on the quarterback, and Lucas comes up and he's going to get met by Landon Walschmidt. Looked like that motion, Hemphill moved a little earlier before the ball got snapped.
Okay, I was wondering. I saw the flag come out, but I didn't quite see what happened.
So I think it's going to be a legal shift on the Wolves. And that's what it is.
Illegal shift by the Wolves.
That's what the coach said.
Do you decline your coach, or do you it'll be 4th and 4 now. They declined it.
Yeah, and you got to think, they're going to punt based off of what they've done, near the 40-yard line.
So Harp and all, they're in punt formation here. Nice snap. The kick is up. It's high, and it's a short kick.
Get out of the way.
Oh, man.
It gets a nice little Wolves bounce, but the Hawks are going to take over in their best field position yet. And that's going to be at the Hawks' 36-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 36.
Players are going to take a water break, so we'll take a commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors. This is Hawk Football.
Reminder that American Bank is sponsoring the tailgate tonight at Rock Patio.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions Hawk Football. Yeah, Coach, it's always nice to get those free water breaks here early in the games.
Oh yeah, from the officials. It's pretty humid today. It's warm.
So the Hawks take over in their best field position. We get away from that stinking pole there, Coach. 1st and 10. Walshman takes the snap, runs to the far sideline. He's going to get met by 15 for the Wolves, and that is Meyer, Devin Meyer with the tackle. Another play sideline, Coach. Another play sideline. They haven't tried anything up the middle yet.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe that'll open up over the course of the game, you know, these more lateral style plays.
You know, a nice thing about the moving it east to west, be a reverse to come back the other side.
Well, right, and also, like you said, the nice thing about it is it should open up some north-south things. You get the defense moving left and right versus down.
So 2nd and 9 for the Hawks. Walshman rolling out here to the near side. Had a receiver open, but now he's going to call his own number and cut it all the way across, almost for a nice gain, but a great tackle by Ashton Kraut. Boy, if he missed that tackle, I think he was gone.
You know,
great
I
tackle.
thought he might get gobbled up, and then he kind of split it open and was able to make a good play. Now, Coach, here, what are you thinking about doing? I think you want to get yourself to where you gain, 4 yards if you can help
long,
it.
I'm guessing this is going to be close to 2-down territory if I'm the Hawks.
100% going
so
for it.
So I
here.
am either going to do like a quick out route, 5-yard gain, make it 4th and very manageable, or I like a screen here, Coach.
Ooh, yeah, a screen would be nice right here.
Or some kind of reverse. Harping on the motion. He's going to get the handoff to the far side. Has some room. And close to a 1st down. We'll see where they mark it.
Nope, just a
their
little
best run
bit short,
tonight.
I think.
And I think he's going to be short here, Coach.
By about a yard.
But finally, someone's in the other person's territory. The Hawks are in the Wolves' territory.
They're threatening.
3:29 here left in the 1st quarter. Tom Brady here. Quarterback sneak, Tom Brady.
Oh, I'm sneaking it with Landon right here. But, it depends. See, if they're going to go shotgun again.
Yeah, shotgun.
That complicates it. And they're crowding the line of scrimmage. They're coming downhill on this.
And Landon's just going to call his own number, go right up the middle. That's enough for a 1st down. That's our first down of the night, Coach.
That's the first one, you're right. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left.
In the 1st quarter. And the
that
crowd
is also
goes wild.
unusual.
Yeah, that's unusual. Usually you got about a few scores right now. 1st and 10. Hawks marching in Wolf territory at their 32-yard line. Landon Coink in the backfield. Coink gets a handoff up the middle. Runs a guy over, gets tackled after 3-4 yards. That was Whitrock on the tackle. That was a little bit more in the inside there, Coach. And
a little bit inside zone read. Yeah, you just kind of miss the days, or at least I do. You lined up, you're under the center, you're going to turn around, you're going to run a stretch, you're going to come back and run a dive.
Yeah.
Looking at it backwards.
So 2nd and 7 for the Hawks. Fake the Inside run. Landon calls his own number. Nice little run by Walshman. Picks up another 3-4 yards. There's some misdirection. That's what you need.
Yes,
some
get the defense moving. Get the eyes moving around a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard for those linebackers to watch one running back and then get pulled and then go to the other running back. So nice little play call there by the Hawks. Making it a third and very manageable, something they haven't seen tonight. They're definitely in two-down territory here. So
oh, no doubt.
I would expect a run play here. A little wing formation with Harpenall in the backfield along with Walshman. Walshman hands off to Harpenall. Harpenall's going to cut it inside for enough for another Hawk first down. Nice little drive here going.
Yeah, they're doing a good job moving the chains and, controlling the game clock a little bit. And just like you said earlier, Ryan, finding that rhythm, kind of setting things up.
Steichen comes off the sideline. He looks a little banged up. Maybe a little stinger. Yeah, it was the arm, wasn't it? Or it looked like he was waving his arm. Steichens are known for them stingers.
Yeah, absolutely. And cramping.
Cramping. First and 10 at the Wolves' 21-yard line. Oh, first flag on the Hawks. Going to be false start. So just when you had things going, you do a false start. Andy Steichen must not be listening anymore. He hasn't chimed up about that cramping comment, so.
Oh, yeah.
So first and 15 for the Hawks. Two receivers here to the near side. Koinken, Walshman in the backfield. Walshman's going to drop back to pass. Has some time. Now throws it here to the near side. Keeping Harpenall with a nice little move. And a gain of 5 yards.
Man, that was like the Matrix right there, Coach. He, defied gravity a little bit.
Yeah, that was a great.
Floated 3 yards back.
Great move by Keaton Harpenall there. Boy, he showed a lot of promise in last year's when he got some playing time.
Absolutely, and I've always thought Keaton reminds me a lot of Alex Schrader out there. They're they got that shiftiness to them, a sure target with their hands.
So 2nd and 8 for the Hawks. Gun T formation. Handing off to Harpenall in the middle. He's got some more room, and he's going to get close to the first down, just short. Once again, that was a little bit more inside, Coach.
Absolutely, and they're wearing them down a little bit. Now you could probably keep exploiting that. You put together these long drives, and the defense is kind of getting tired out there.
And it looks like they're going to take this down to the quarter. So it is going to be Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 0, Harris Lake Park Wolves 0 after 1 quarter. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. This is Hawk Football.
Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen has provided the best flooring materials for their customers since 1959. For all your project needs, including hardwood, tile, carpet, vinyl, and luxury vinyl, planks, and more. Visit their showroom in Remsen and see what flooring types would work for your home or business. Their team can also complete your flooring installation after your free estimate. Visit Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen today and visit them on Facebook.
So there he is.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions, St. Mary's Hawks football. Coach, 0-0 after 1 quarter.
Yeah.
Just what you thought?
I wasn't sure. The week one's tough because you don't have any new film on either team, so you're not really sure who they have out there and what they're kind of doing. I did think that there'd be more first downs, I will say that, or more threatening, possessions. But again, St. Mary's is doing a really good job this drive, controlling the clock, wearing down this defense. And it looks like they're set up to score some points.
No big plays, but we do have a 3rd and very short here for the Hawks. They're going to open up in gun T formation right behind that stinking pole, and they're going to draw off Draw the Wolves offside. Easy first down. Can't have that, Coach. Love the play call right out of timeout.
No, yeah,
right out of quarter.
Absolutely. And if you're the defense in the same breath, you know the offense is doing, you know what I mean? They're coming out. They've had time to regroup and think about it. You got to be ready for things like that and not give up an easy first down.
So we got a 1st and goal now for the Hawks at the Wolves' 8-yard line.
Looks like Sam Schmillen just entered the game, Coach, so this could be a...
That's a nice little target. He's at 6'7"
lob.
receiver. 6'7", 200. They're going to go trips there to the far side. Landon alone in the backfield. He's going to roll out. He's got Schmellen and just throw it up, but he's going to call his own number. Pick up a couple yards before getting driven out of bounds. Coach, the timing looks a little off, you know.
Right, and that, again, they haven't had very many reps together.
Right, and you got to know that's a 6'7" matchup. Just throw it up
Throw
there
it
at
up.
10 feet. Let him go get it.
Back of the end zone, so if you do miss, it's
like
going out of
box
bounds.
out. Yeah, it's just like a box out. Sam knows how to box out. Had a good route. I think he had position. So 2nd and goal here, right at the 5-yard line for the Hawks.
And based off where you're at in the field, throwing it, to where it's going to go out of the back of the end zone anyway, you're not out anything.
Right. Gun T formation. Option here to the near side. He's going to pitch. Quink has some room, and he's going to get tackled right at the 1-yard line. Nice tackle by Lucas. I like the option play.
Yeah, that worked out well
there.
there.
Some success on that triple option or whatever you want to call it. I do got breaking news, Coach. Andy Steichen did confirm he did cramp a lot during his football days. 3rd and goal at the Wolves' 2-yard line. 4 wide, Coach. Run right up the middle, you think?
I would think so.
No, he's going to drop back to pass. A little quarterback delay. Scrambling. He's going to try to reach for the pylon. We'll see what they do here. I think they're going to call him just short. 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. Coach, I just don't know if I like the 4 wide there, and you've had some success going inside there.
Right, well, especially you don't want to, lose any yardage right there by rolling out, and like he was out, back by the 7-yard line. Stay close to where you're at and just pound it a couple times, and hopefully you can get a yard.
Right. So 4th down here. Once again in gun formation. This is where we both like little I formation. Landon's going to call his own number. Look for some blocks, and it's going to be the Hawks touchdown. Landon Walshman runs right up the middle for the first touchdown of the 2023 season. Landon Walshman.
Yeah, and that's important and valuable. Hopefully that got his confidence going a little bit. You got a little security blanket, with the touchdown.
So the Hawks score on a 1-yard run by Landon Walshman. So the Hawks are going to try for a 2-point conversion here. 2 receivers the far side, Coink with Walshman in the backfield. He's going to throw an out route and just not get it there. So the St. Mary's Hawks 6, the Harris Lake Park Wolves 0. We'll be back after a short break from our sponsor.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with Land O'Lakes and Kent feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
We're back here at Remsen, Iowa. The Hawks just had a nice little drive there, marching down the field on a 1-yard touchdown run by Landon Walshman. That was a nice drive, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that took a lot of time off the clock, too. See how Harris Lake Park answers if their coaches, over there throughout that last drive have been able to put together a little bit of a different game plan to try moving the ball downfield a little further.
The great thing about that drive, Coach, they started in great field position after that short punt. So they were able to take advantage of short field position and go about 45 yards to the end zone.
Right, we talked about that, and I just think like psychologically as well, like you're starting in the middle of the field, okay, I just a little bit to go versus back by the 10. And when you're back by the 10 in your own 10, it starts to be like, okay, well, if I do something wrong here, it could be consequential because I'm so close to my own red zone.
So Hawks to kick things off. This is Ty on the kick, and it's going to be a nice boot into the end zone for a touchback. So I wouldn't say this is a huge possession for the Wolves, but it definitely they need to get that first down, get some momentum going on their side.
Yeah, I think they need to figure out, they need to find a few of their running plays that they can go to, as well as I feel like the pass rush might be too quick for the Hawks, that they're not able to find their timing down in the passing game, but they want to put something together here and get a first down at least.
So the Wolves take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. They're going to go 4 wide, motioning Hemphill across the field to the far side. Throw it out to a bubble pass there on the far side, and great coverage by the Hawks defense. Nice job by Worth there.
And Harris Lake Park's they like doing that. They like moving a guy in motion, throwing a quick bubble pass over there, and really that's as good as a run.
Yeah, that's a nice little run play. Get 4
and when you
yards.
do that, like we talked about earlier, you're getting the defensive eyes. They're looking side to side. Now things in the inside can start opening up for you.
So 2nd and 6 for the Wolves. Staying with that 4 wide formation. Hawks look like they're in a zone. Lucas drops back to pass. Has a man there on the far side for a completion right at the chains. Nice tackle by Tenniger.
Very good tackle. I'd like to see that out of a defensive back, Coach. A lot of the times those guys don't get credit for coming down and sticking somebody, so that was a nice tackle.
And that was a nice job by the Wolves to get their first down.
Good timing.
Nice high percentage passes.
Good timing off a bad snap.
Looking at the Hawks defense, they're giving them those cushions. They're giving them those hitch routes. So the Wolves took advantage there. And
you made a point about conditioning. With the passing game like this, those defensive linemen every time, they're coming out of a sprinting block. You know what I'm saying? So that can start to wear on you as well. So getting fresh bodies out there for the Hawks might also be a factor going forward in this game.
So 1st and 10 for the Wolves. 9:42 here left in the second quarter. Lucas drops back to pass again. Has some pressure in his face. He's going to chuck it up deep. And it's going to be incomplete pass. That was Colby Penning on the coverage. So the Wolves took a shot, just didn't get it completed.
I think that boundary throw is so difficult to make. You know what I mean? That's such a hard throw to make for a high school kid.
I would say it's a very low percentage pass play.
I've always liked the post, Coach.
Post
in the middle of the field, right in front of your eyes,
So the Wolves have it 2nd and 10. This is where they don't want to be here. A high snap. Lucas in trouble, scrambling here to the near side. He's going to chuck it up, and it's going to be completed there to the near side, right at the first down marker. Nice catch by Meyer. Nice job by Lucas getting out of that trouble by Knipe. Had some great pressure there.
Tell you what, number 18 is all over him tonight.
Yeah,
Coach. He's. It seems like he's on his heels every play.
Yeah, he's playing well here in the first half. A lot of pressure, giving them the Wolves a tough time up front.
Well, it's so valuable when you have a pass rush like that. The pressure it can put on your quarterback.
So 4 wide again here for the Wolves. Drops back to pass. Has a hitch route to the far side. And he's going to get nothing after the catch. Gain of 4 yards. You know what they're doing, Coach? They're trying to set him up for that pump and go, right?
It's funny, Ryan, right there, that the offensive player caught the ball and there was another teammate right there, and I was like, oh, here comes that hook and ladder. He's just going to dip it to him.
Yeah,
they like doing that.
Harris Lake Park is known for
their trickery.
Afraid. Gunderson has a few trick plays up his sleeve, to say the least. So 2nd and 6 for the Wolves. Lucas alone in the backfield with 5-man protection. Has some time, he's going to throw it here to the near side to Hemphill. Breaks 1 tackle. Has enough for the first down, and the Wolves are marching into the Hawk territory.
Yeah, they've seemed to soften them up a little bit.
You know, another thing with those quick passes, Coach, what's it doing? It's frustrating that D-line because they're not getting long time to rush, right?
And like we said, it's just like a dead sprint and then having to stop. You know, as a defense right now, what I kind of want to do, Coach, is I'm going to tighten up that cushion a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to let them get so comfortable where they can just kind of pick me apart for 5 or 6 yards downfield. I'm going to come up and press them. You know, and I'm going to give him some different looks to throw off the timing. Because right now, you could see it's obvious he's found his rhythm.
Yep. And 8:08 here in the second quarter. Hemphill on the motion to the far side. Fake the handoff. Lucas gets touched in the backfield, but he's going to get a gain of 1. That was Holman on the missed tackle there.
Go 9:32.
Had him in his paws, and Lucas was able to slither out of there. 2nd and 9 here for the Wolves in Hawk territory at their 33-yard line. Okay. Lucas alone in the backfield. 5-man protection. Drops back to pass. Has some time. He's going to look to the near side, and Holman bats it down.
That's like a Holman signature play. Brady did that all the time, too.
Big Paul's 6'7". So this is 2-down territory, Coach. So you like to get at least half the yards here.
Absolutely.
So you can get a 4th and manageable.
And it looks like, the Hawks are going to come out with that 2-man line, so you have 6 guys back in coverage. So as an offense, you kind of got to know that you might have more time to throw it, but now you guys got to move around and get open.
Lucas is going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be intercepted by
nice
the
play.
Hawks.
Oh, flag down.
We do
Late
have a
flag.
flag on the play. I think he was past the line of scrimmage, Coach.
I
think Lucas was just a yard.
Yeah,
past the line of
looking at it
scrimmage.
now where he's standing, he definitely had to have been.
It's always good when the ref talks to you as a coach because you know it's not against you.
Right.
Should be an easy call here. Decline, and let's move on.
Wait, is it on?
Great play by Landon Walshman. That's what it is. It's a legal forward pass by the Wolves. And that's going to get declined, and Walshman's going to have the first interception, the first turnover of the year.
And you could tell he probably could have taken off and gotten a few yards on the run there, but he tried to find it in that little window, and Walshman made a great play sneaking in there.
He got 4 yards, made it 4th and manageable, but it's the first game, and he'll probably learn
These
from
things
that
happen.
moving forward. So the Hawks take over at their own 21-yard line. Gun T formation. Walshman hands up to Coink. Coink's going to cut up the middle. He's going to pick up a couple yards.
25.
One thing we haven't seen with these Hawks that we're used to seeing the last couple of years is big shots downfield.
Oh, yeah, the Ryan Woolman special.
Especially after a turnover,
Oh, taking a shot, absolutely.
Taking a shot down the field, loosen up that defense a little bit. It was almost a guarantee, Ortman to Willman after a turnover.
Yep.
So 2nd and 8 for the Hawks. 2 receivers here to the near side. Walshman drops back to pass. He's got Holman on the far side. He gets completed for a nice little 4-yard gain.
Like to see that. Get Colin comfortable. Oh, it's a huge
forward.
target.
Tight end, 6'7".
Let him get comfortable. We had a couple of plays like that we had drawn up for Brady back in the day. I'm trying to remember the nickname that I think the grade below him gave that play. I don't remember though. But yeah, it was like the Brady special, lob it up once.
So 3rd and 4 for the Hawks. Landon alone in the backfield, just under 6 minutes here. Motioning Harpenall. Harpenall's going to get the handoff. He's waiting for some blockers. Cuts it up. Nice block by Ty Tritz, and it's enough for a first down. Nice patience by Keaton Harpenall.
Yeah, and that worked out real well. He stayed patient and able to find a seam.
Looked like the Wolves did enough just to stretch it out, but the last second, Harpenall cut it up, and it was enough for a first down and across midfield into Wolves territory. And we got a timeout by Ayers Lake Park. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. This is Hawk Football.
Next level internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
Welcome back to Hawk football. 5:36 here left in the first half here, Coach. The Hawks have their first turnover, and they're marching into Wolves territory. 1st and 10. This is Ryan Hayek on the call, along with my good friend Zach Arnold.
I have no idea where that horn comes from.
Landon Walshman's going to keep it here to the near side, waiting for some blockers. He can pick up about 4 yards.
You know, one thing I'm noticing, Coach, on the defensive line of scrimmage is that, you know, the defensive ends, they're kind of lining up off the line of scrimmage, and they're not really doing a good job keeping their shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage. They're turning their bodies a lot, and they're kind of getting sloppy with their footwork, and that's going to start opening things up because, you know, you're going to over-pursue on the play.
Yeah, as a 3-down lineman, you got to really keep that edge there. Let your linebackers fly around.
And like you said earlier, you know, the heat and the elements could be playing a big factor in that.
So 2nd and 7 for the Hawks. 2 receiver the far side. Landon has some time. He's going to throw it up to the big 6'7" tight end. And Colin Holman takes it away. Touchdown! A 31-yard touchdown. Landon Walshman to Colin Holman. There's that first big shot down the field, Coach, and they connect.
He just pulled that ball away from that guy.
Pretty good on that. Just took it right away from the Wolf defender. Nice
yeah, they look
play.
soft.
Welcome to the tight end position, Colin Holman. So the Hawks take advantage of the first turnover. And the Hawks are going to line up for 2 points here. Just under 5 minutes here in the second quarter. Walshman trips to the near far side. Pumps once, cuts it up. He's going to take it himself and get across the goal line for 2 points. Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 14. Harris Lake Park Wolves 0. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. This is Hawk Football.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with Land O'Lakes and Kent feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Welcome back to Hawk Football. Coach, what'd you think about the old big tight end running a vert up the seam?
Yeah, you like to see it, you know, and what was really cool about it is you could kind of see Colin fighting for that football after he caught it, making sure he brought it into the end zone.
Yeah, you know, and what Landon do, he just took some, you know, just lobbed it up. You know, you don't need a pretty pass to a big 6'7"
he'll go get
receiver.
it. Yeah, he'll go get it.
Let the big guy go to work, and that's exactly what Landon did, just lob it up there.
And that's you talked about, Coach, is that, you know, it's kind of like going up for a rebound. You know, you're going to go up there, get it find it at the high point and bring it in.
So the Hawks score. They take advantage of that turnover. And Ty Tritz here to kick things off. Ty booms one close to the goal line, but Hemphill's got a chance to return it. He's going to run to the far side, get to the 10-yard line, cut it up to the 15, and he's going to get drug out of bounds by Cade Tinniger at the 16-yard line. Nice kick coverage by the Hawks, Coach.
Yeah, and if you're Harris Lake Park here, you need to find some points. It's the game obviously isn't out of reach for them, but the St. Mary's gets the ball at halftime, and they did a good job moving the ball downfield last time until the turnover came.
Right. They found some success last drive marching down the field with some hitch routes. They haven't really took that big shot yet downfield. The Hawks finally took one and it was successful. We'll see if the Wolves try to take a shot downfield here, and it's important here to get another good drive here for the Wolves. They're going to start with Lucas alone in the backfield motioning. Meyer here to the near side, drops back to pass. And he looks deep, but he's going to get tackled by Lennon Steichen, but I think he got some face mask with that. Great pressure by Lenny Steichen, but I think he, at last second, grabbed his face mask.
That's tough.
So the Wolves took that shot right away, Coach.
Yeah, you could see him running down the sideline here, Coach, right up in front of us. They were looking for it.
Pretty clean game by both sides here with not a lot of flags. Got to like to see that early in the game.
Absolutely. Nothing, makes these games slow down like the flags do.
So the Wolves get bailed out there with a sack by Lenny Steichen. They got called with a face mask. So now they're going to get good field position at their own 31-yard line. 1st and 10. 4:20 left here in the first half. Handoff up the middle, and it's Braxton Knipe. That says I'm going to add to my tally for the tackle for losses.
Nice read.
Boy, Knipe is having himself an opening game there.
14.
It's always good when the announcers call your name all the time.
Yeah, we've said, 18 quite a few times tonight on defense. He's doing a good job. He's been ready, though. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys that has been waiting almost like, okay, I love you guys, you seniors, but I'm ready for my time, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't be afraid to leave. See you later.
He has to go. I want to shine here myself. Lucas alone in the backfield. He's going to motion him. Phil crosses the far side. Drops back to pass. Getting some pressure. He's going to call his own number, take it up the middle, and he's going to get a nice chunk of change. Pick up about 9 yards, 10 yards, make it 3rd and short for the Wolves.
Tell you what, and I haven't noticed it yet like this, but he had some good speed there getting from point A to point B. I wouldn't be afraid to start running him up the middle more. St. Mary's keeps staying wide on their pursuit.
For sure.
I'm just going to start peeling up because he gained quite a few yards there.
Yeah, he's definitely a good athlete for sure. So it's going to be 3rd and very short here for the Wolves. 2:50 here in the second quarter. Close to 2-down territory, Coach, I think.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
try to draw him off sides here, Coach?
I'm going for it here. But yes, I agree. You're trying to get him to jump.
An easy 5 yards. They're going to fake the reverse and cut up the middle, and it's going to be nothing. No gain. Nice job by the Hawks. That was big Lenny Steichen on the tackle.
And nice playing.
Tried a little trickery, but Hawks sniffed it out from the start.
We're going to see that again, Coach.
Yeah.
It's going to go the other way next time.
Yeah,
but in that situation, I just don't know if that's exactly what I would do. Not that makes it right, but
the Wolves have a hard time running the ball tonight.
Right.
Had most success on the air. The Wolves are going to take a timeout. We'll stay right here. 2:07 here in the first half. 4th and 2. After the timeout, Coach, the Hawks have some momentum now. So you have a couple options. You punt it, try to pin in deep for a 14-0 score at half, or do you go for it, risk the Hawks stop you, and get great field position with 2 minutes left with some big targets, 6-7.
So I guess I would look at it from both perspectives. If I was St. Mary's in the situation, I'm going for it here.
You're confident in your defense that you would hold them if we don't get it.
Right.
Because I'm asking you as a D coordinator, I'm saying, hey, Coach, can I go for it? You're saying yes. I'll stop them, right?
Absolutely.
But these are some of the things that the other coaches have to think about.
Well, it's tough when you haven't beat a team in 7 years, and then you get to these decisions, and you're thinking, oh, man, if we don't get it here, they're really going to start opening things up. So I think Harris Lake Park is going to go for it here.
I think so, too.
I think they're just trying to figure out
they have nothing to lose.
What they want to do.
It's a non-district game. If I'm them, I'm probably coming to a hitch route. I haven't had real success running the ball. someone tried to hitch route, but if I'm the Hawks, I'm sitting flat on those.
Yes. And in the same breath, if St. Mary's gets the ball back, if you're Harris Lake Park, you're thinking, okay, if they start running the ball, they eat up the clock anyway, and they may not score. Or if they come out and throw the ball a lot, we might get the ball back with time left to try to make an attempt downfield.
So we'll see what the Wolves do here. They're going to line up to go for it here with Lucas and Hemphill in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side. 4th and 2. Hemphill's going to motion to the far side. Throw it out to Hemphill, and he's going to be close to the first down. I think he's got it, coach, by his effort.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
I mean, he caught it 5 yards
I did not see that coming.
away from the first down marker, but just alone his effort, they're going to pick it up, and it's first down by the Wolves.
Did you expect that, Coach?
I didn't see that one coming, no.
Especially once I saw the throw, I thought.
It was.
I almost
worked
thought.
out.
I thought maybe double pass after I saw the throw right where they threw it.
There you go. I know Gunderson's got that in his playbook.
Yeah, they got a half field to go yet.
So 1:40 here in the second quarter. Wolves trying to march.
And we've talked about this a lot last year, Coach, about teams, kind of playing scared. That just shows that, hey, we're going to come here and try to win a football game.
Lucas drops back to pass, coming here to the near side, and Hemphill's on the receiving end, picks up 4 yards there for the Wolves. Stays in bounds, 1:20 left here.
We talked about that earlier, Coach, and you made a good point about just throwing that out route or that corner route, especially across the field. You see the ball in the air, and they're throwing it 30 yards for 2.
That's a long throw.
It's a long way when you're on the other side of the boundary.
Out and up here pretty soon, Coach.
Oh, that's definitely coming.
5-man line, 1 minute left here in the second quarter. Lucas alone in the backfield. He's going to throw a slant, and it's going to be almost picked off by Cade Tinniger. Great read by Cade.
And I just saw this, but there's definitely a window over there, and where that exact player was, they're playing off him quite a bit. If you'd looked over a little bit sooner, Cade was kind of moving to his left, and then he saw the throw and came down on him. So I feel like they're going to go back to that.
I feel like we're seeing the receivers a little bit slower than we were the first part of the game.
Yes.
The heat's definitely getting to these guys. It's still 80 degrees here. We're approaching almost 8 o'clock here.
Yeah, and it's been a hot week, too. As we said that earlier, how much running were they able to do this preseason with some of these days being, heat index-wise, kind of limit you.
Exactly. So 3rd and 4 for the Wolves here. 54 seconds. Lucas drops back to pass. Throws it in the middle, and he's got the receiver, but it's off the hands of Meyer. There's that hole that you were talking about in that zone.
Yeah,
Coach.
right there. And you don't see that very often from Harris Lake Park. I feel like their athletes usually have pretty good hands, Coach.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass, and I think if we ask Meyer if he should have caught that, I think he probably says yes.
He wants that one back for sure.
Yeah, for sure. 4th and 5 now for the Wolves. 50 seconds left here in the quarter. I definitely try to draw the Hawks offside here.
Yes.
Try to get an easy 5 yards.
Got to. I'd even call timeout,
like Going on 2 or going on 3, going on 4 is a dying
it seems to be. But you got a timeout left, too, so you don't get him to jump. Call timeout and really draw something up here because you're probably not going to get the ball back.
Lucas drops back to pass. Has some time. He's going to chuck it deep to his receivers, and it's going to be caught by Hemphill. What a play! A 34-yard touchdown by the Harris Lake Park Wolves.
And I just want to apologize to everybody watching for my mess up on the camera there. I was watching the ball in the air, and I did not move with the play. I did. I cheated him out of a touchdown, so I apologize to both groups of fans. It was a nice play, and he made a nice catch. So I'm a rookie on the camera, Hayek. During negotiations this year, they had to kind of convince me to take this over. So.
Yeah, I did talk you into doing the camera, and I know you're taking one for the team.
The things we do for love, man.
Yeah.
The things we do for love.
Great drive by the Wolves. Going for 1. The kick is up, and it's good. Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 14, Harris Lake Park Wolves 7. A big score there right before half. And Coach, we had 2 guys there. But, they let that guy get behind him. And
that's the tough part. Lucas
had just enough on the ball that Hemphill was able to sneak behind the defensive backs and got gifted a touchdown there.
Yeah, I mean, of course, looking back at it, you can always make these assessments. And it's something I think about, and not even hey, well, we should have done this, but going forward when I think about the game, in a situation like that, is it just better to have one free safety back there that's essentially on the goal line? Hey, you know what? If you get the first down, that's great, but I'm not letting you score here.
Yeah.
It's one of those philosophical things with the game that you have to think about. But also, that being said, Harris Lake Park there, Coach, 2 fourth-down conversions, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that
at
was
the end
a
here.
fourth-down conversion. The play before was a fourth-down conversion. So big job, conversions by the Wolves.
And we talked about how important it was going to be to score right there to get their confidence up and keep them in the game.
Boy, the Lucas to Hemphill connection has worked very well tonight. Boy, a big drive by the Wolves. That's back-to-back drives that they've had some
They look
success.
sharp. Yeah, they've looked sharp.
And the Hawks very close to an interception a couple plays earlier.
Yep.
I mean, what a difference.
The sack,
Yeah, the sack, they gave him 15 yards. I mean, just a couple things go your way.
It's a good game, though. It's just fun when games are back and forth a little bit. They're testing each other. They're getting, and this one thing is they're making each other better right now.
Absolutely. The Wolves kick off here to the near side. Harpenall's going to take it at the 4. He cuts it past the 10, and he's going to get taken out at the 12-yard line.
Well, Coach,
17-yard line.
What are you doing here, man?
38 seconds left. What am I doing?
You've got 3 timeouts. Yep, you've got 3 timeouts.
6-7, and I have a 6-7 receiver.
You're taking a shot, you're saying.
I'm getting that Holman right up the seam, and I'm just going to throw it up, let him get 15 yards, 20 yards.
Oh, so you're going to shoot it up down the field 15
shoot
yards
up.
at a time.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think we'll find out. I don't know if Holman's got that breakaway speed yet to just do like a Willman, but
Tell you what, if he does, that's a specimen at his size. If you could run as fast like Ryan Roman could, that would be impressive.
How aggressive the Hawks get here. 2 receivers near side. It's going to be a reverse to Harpenall. He's going to cut up the middle.
Blocking. Ooh.
And he's going to get about 4 yards. I do like the play call.
Thought maybe
by the
they're.
Hawks.
I can't tell if these defenders are giving up their backs, but I'm seeing a little bit of hands placement near the back where it shouldn't be.
Both sides of the field, you're
yeah,
seeing
keep an eye on
hands
that.
on the hips and pretty brutal conditions. They don't have 2-a-days like they used to, Coach.
Right.
I mean, back in the day.
Yes. You had a morning.
We had 2-a-days.
Some of these guys. Well, actually, none of these guys have ever been to a good old Coach Arnold, Coach Hayek summer conditioning camp.
Lucky them. Lucky them. So 2nd and 6 when we come back with 26 seconds left, Coach. I do like that play call because if it goes big,
Right, it's different.
And it's a nice design. It gives them something to think about now. I would have liked to see Keaton a little bit farther away and let that defense move a little bit more east to west before they did that reverse.
You're saying at his starting point before he.
Yeah,
I got you. Yep.
Yeah. I would like to see that handoff more by the numbers.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Compared to the middle of the field.
Yes, give him more room on the field.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. Yep.
So Landon Walshman alone in the backfield.
Ooh.
HLP looks.
Coleman is out there lined up, Coach.
He's over the middle. He's got Holman if he wants him. Landon's going to take off and breaks the
hold on to the ball.
Picks up a couple yards. Another timeout by the Hawks. Boy, if you saw what I saw, I've seen the guy on Knipe was about 15 yards off him. I just throw a hitch out.
Yep.
And let Knipe try to break a tackle and make a guy miss and run for the touchdown.
Well, that's one thing about 8-man is it doesn't take much. You got to beat. A lot of times you just have to beat one guy, and in these conditions you could slip.
It's very important to tackle well here in 8-man. You don't have anybody behind you, and that's what makes this game so much fun. You have to be fundamentally sound.
You make a mistake, it shows up. No one. Yeah, there's really no one back there to help you.
So 16 seconds left here in the first half. It's been a great game, a great start to the 2023 season, Coach.
Yeah, it's always fun to see new teams and kind of see the different identity that they have to take based off of the people that they've lost and the adjustments that need to be made. Because again, when you're practicing against the same guys, day in and day out, it's like, oh, this is the kind of team we're going to be, and then you go play a team and it's not.
Both coaches were excited to get out and play someone other than each other.
Right? Yeah, that's always the. I agree. Do you remember that? We were just like, okay, we're tired of hitting each other. Let me hit somebody else.
I was tired to run the score up on your defense.
Ooh, shot fired, Coach.
The bullets are done.
Shot fired.
Walshman drops back to pass. Quick pass to Holman to the sideline. He's going to step out across the 30. 11 seconds left. You can tell Walshman's got a little bit more confidence.
He's comfortable. He looks more comfortable. He does.
That completion over the middle of Holman did a lot for his confidence. You can tell the ball's coming out a little bit better.
And Harris Lake Park here, you can see they're keeping that deep safety back
Right
there.
a spot pass to Knight. No one's on him. And he does. Throws a pass out there. Knight catches it. He can take it across midfield and run out of bounds. We'll see if they give him enough for a first down.
In this situation, Coach, one thing I would be considering too is, what is the arm strength level of my quarterback? Can he throw the football 40 yards? What's
being a catcher, I
6 seconds here?
I would think he's got an arm to get it all the way to the end zone. But
so
yeah, I mean,
I'm putting
two receivers,
Sam Schmillen out there, Colin Holman, and I'm throwing it up in the air as far as I can and seeing if they can come down with it, because this is probably going to be the last play.
Right. And they're going to run it right up the middle. And Walshman's got some room, but it's going to be out of time. So after a gain of 15 yards, that brings it. It's going to be Remsen St. Mary's Hawks 14, Harris Lake Park Wolves 7. We'll be back for the second half. This is Hawk football.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
American Mink, we are committed to making a meaningful and positive impact in the schools and businesses within our community. Like a Hail Mary, throw to win the game. We are here to help you every step of the way to take care of your financial goals. We are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact in our community. American Mink is a proud supporter of the Remsen St. Mary's football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. Bump up the spirit and cheer on the Hawks to victory. American Mink, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Welcome to your new home from Mighty Grove Homes. Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website.
So stop by Mighty Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
Oh, he's in the house. What's up, my friend?
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Khan. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and Big Game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
At Happy Siesta Healthcare Center in Remsen, Iowa, we strive to provide a comfortable home away from home, whether your needs are for long-term care or rehab to home. Regardless of your level of care, our mission is to provide you and your loved ones with quality, compassionate care in your time of need. An outpatient therapy is available with Remsen Rehab, located inside Happy Siesta. And Happy Siesta Healthcare Center is always looking for quality employees, so contact us if you'd like to work here. Happy Siesta Healthcare Center, Remsen.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen has provided the best flooring materials for their customers since 1959. For all your project needs, including hardwood, tile, carpet, vinyl, and luxury vinyl, planks, and more. Visit their showroom in Remsen and see what flooring types will work for your home or business. Their team can also complete your flooring installation after your free estimate. Visit Moeller Carpet and Floor Covering in Remsen today and visit them on Facebook.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with Land O'Lakes and Kent feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Internet leads to a next-level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can
Welcome back to Hawk football here. I got some halftime stats here for you. First downs, Hawks have 7, Wolves have 9. The Hawks have rushed the ball 22 times for 90 yards. The Wolves rushed it 9 times for 16 yards. The completions is 5 for 7 through the air, while the Wolves are 8 for 16 with 1 interception. Total plays and yardage, the Hawks have 29 plays for 149. The Wolves have 26 plays for 105. The Wolves have 1 turnover. The Hawks are 4 for 8 on third down conversion. The Wolves are 0 for 5 on third down conversion. And individual stats, Landon Walshman 5 for 7 for 59 yards through the air. Holman leading receiving with 3 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. Knipe has 1 catch for 9 yards, and Keaton Harpenall has 1 catch for 6 yards. Keaton Harpenall has 7 carries for 42 yards. Landon Walshman 10 carries for 35 yards. And Brady Coink 5 carries for 13 yards. Leading the way on the defensive side is Braxton Knipe with 4 tackles. Colby Penning 3, Cade Tinniger 2, and Hunter Pick 1. Those are your halftime stats. Thanks to Coach Hazy with those halftime stats. Coach, 14-7 at half. Both teams probably got to like where they're at, maybe. Offensively, things were really slow in the first quarter, but started to pick up in the second quarter. What do you do defensively if you're the Wolves in the second half?
Well, so far it's just nice to get out there and find some idea of what you want to do and what's working for your team and the other team. If I'm Harris Lake Park coming out here, St. Mary's getting the ball, I'm going to challenge them to make uncomfortable throws to the boundary. So I'm going to be playing them inside and shading them. And I'm also going to challenge them to try to force the ball up the middle instead of they want to go outside a lot. I'm going to try to force them to run it up the middle a little bit and see if we can stop them.
And the Hawks defensively, Coach, what do you do in the second half to keep them to scoring?
They're doing a good job getting after the quarterback. I think that in coverage they just need to tighten it up a little bit and not give him the cushion. I feel like that's where he's kind of finding his timing, and he's able to create these downfield throws based off of that.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, this HLP student over here is pretty brave trying to eat a hot dog right by me.
Ooh, yeah, they do smell good.
I'm trying to focus here, call a game. He's eating a hot dog with cheese on it.
Guy could lose a finger. He doesn't even know it.
Come on, man.
Scary.
We are back here for the second half. Wolves and Hawks. We got a good one here, Coach. Hawks are going to get the ball to start.
Little squib.
Coink's going to take it up the middle, across the 25 to the 30. He's going to run very hard to the 38-yard line. That's a nice, tough return by Coink.
Yeah, full head of steam.
Coach, what surprised me about the first half is the rushing yards for the Hawks. I thought we would definitely be able to run the ball a little bit more effective, and just really hasn't quite gotten there yet.
That's a good point, because that was kind of the point that Coach Osterman made, is that he wanted to establish the run game out of the gate. But like you said, when you go lateral so much, you have to move. Every time you go 1 yard to the left, you got to go another yard forward to get that yard back.
Let's see what kind of adjustments the Hawks make here offensively. They're going to open up with play action. Holman's wide open down the field, and Walshman didn't see him.
Yeah, I don't know if leg entanglement, possibly.
There was no one on Holman. Boy, the Wolves lucked out there. Boy, he had some time to throw it, and it's hard to miss a big old 6'7" down the field. He was doing jumping jacks, and I'm open. I am kind of disappointed Colin didn't try to dunk that ball after he scored.
Ooh, that's unsportsmanlike conduct. I cannot believe the son of Ken Hayek would say that. Your dad was not about that type of behavior, Coach. Noah Schrader in the house. St. Mary's all-time leading tackler, Coach.
Noah Schrader's in the house. Harpenall gets the carry up the middle. Nice. Pick up about 5 yards. Coach, you better get a shot of that scoreboard for the fans.
Coach, I tried, and I could only see like a third of it. This little post here cuts me off.
Of course.
I gave him a shot after the first quarter, I think. I did make an attempt.
Brand new scoreboard here. First time we got a new scoreboard here in about 29 years.
After the game, when I can try to attempt to move this and not have it, mess up our production value,
yeah, we don't want to,
I'll give him a shot. I don't want to ruin the production value,
3rd and 5 for the Hawks. Landon Walshman Going to get the ball up to Harpenall, and Harpenall is going to try to take it for a couple yards. Going to make it 4th and manageable at the Wolves' 35-yard line.
Right out of the gate, Coach. What are you doing?
Down right away here.
What are you doing, Coach?
4th, and we're going to call it a long 3 yards. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to going that triple option. They had success in the first half. I haven't seen that in a while.
Okay, yep. You're going for it no matter what,
I'm
though.
going for it. I'm definitely trying to draw them off sides right away. We'll see what that goes, but then I like that option play. So the Hawks are going to line up here. 2 receivers here to the near side. Koink and Walschmidt in the backfield. The handoff's to Koink. Koink's going to go up the middle. Gets met right at the
I can't tell if
first down marker.
I couldn't tell what was touched, what made contact first.
That was a great job by the Wolves. They're going to take over on down. So great start by the Wolves defense.
I need to see that instant replay, Coach. I'm not sure what made contact first.
Yeah,
I got to be able to rewind something.
I thought he did get hit short of the first down.
I thought his
marker,
hand
but
kept
then
him.
I thought he lunged for the first down, but
Does the hand count as down?
I know.
Not. I don't think it does in high school.
So-
I'm not sure if they changed that. It used to not, but I don't know.
So the Wolves' big answer here early in the third quarter, a big 4-down stop. Let's see what they do offensively here in the second half. They're going to start with Lucas and Hemphill in the backfield. Hemphill's going to take it here to the near side, stiff arm, and he's going to take it for a couple yards, 3 yards. Hunter Pick and Harpenall on the tackle. And this is where we're going to find out condition, Coach. They all got a chance to get their breaths, get their feet underneath them a little bit. And now
It's cooling down.
This next 10 minutes is probably crucial here to the outcome of the game.
It'll set the tone, absolutely.
So 2nd and 5 for the Wolves. 1 receiver to the far side. Lucas and Hemphill in the backfield. Well, this is a direct snap to Hemphill. He's going to run to the far side, get met at the line of scrimmage by a lot of Hawks. Nice job by the Hawks defense. How do you try to find out who tackled there?
That's tough.
But the Wolves take it across midfield. Give me 3rd and 4. 3rd and a long 3. My daughter running across the bleachers.
I thought that too.
Unsupervised. So the Wolves, big down here, probably in 2-down territory, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. I am with them for sure. They have the momentum going.
2
I'm
receivers
definitely
here to the
going
near
for
side.
going for it on 4th down.
Fake pump, he's going to throw it deep and get back in the air. That's going to be incomplete pass. That was Holman on the pressure.
Thought we might get that one, Coach. The Hawks, I thought maybe that ball was up there floating too long. We'd come down with it.
That was up there a long time.
But everybody was turning, their backs were to the ball, and they're looking for that downfield receiver. They didn't see it up in the air.
Tells me they already decided to go 4 downs.
Oh, for sure.
Shot
Yeah.
down the field. And I might as well be wrong for the first game.
Wow.
They're punt formation.
That is surprising to me. Especially because we talked about they've had that success being able to run with the quarterback. He's able to get yards after a scramble.
Very athletic quarterback.
Maybe a fake here. This just surprises me.
Ooh, almost blocked by Koink.
Wow, nice
and
punt.
A great punt inside the 5-yard line. This is why we're up here, Coach.
That's exactly right. But it's not a bad, that decision, and I definitely just missed the punt. Rookie mistake again.
Oh, you're fine, Coach.
At both things, the touchdown and the nice punt, I totally messed up.
Hey, it's our opening night too, right?
Yeah, I'm a little rusty.
We gotta shake out the kinks. A lot of pressure. We got 4 threes in the house right behind us.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we just try to do our job. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. They're going to hand up the middle to Keaton Harpenall. He's going to pick up a couple. Get away from that end zone, right, Coach?
Yeah, and that's, it worked out really well for them, but it's not a bad idea to punt it there, obviously. You back them up, and they're, to me, that also shows that they're kind of confident that they can stay in this football game and get a win. Making that decision the way they did.
So 2nd and 8 for the Hawks.
He's always got to be right.
Harpenall and Walshman in the backfield. Oh, a low snap. I was going to say he was down when he fielded it. That's going to be a big loss for the Hawks. It's going to be 3rd and long at the 2-yard line, Coach.
Take that over being in the end zone right there. Don't want to do that.
And that's sometimes like the I formation, right, Coach?
Yes.
You know, those things can happen when you shotgun formation. So 3rd and 12 here for the Hawks. Absolutely gorgeous night, a little humid out. Slight breeze. We're here live in Remsen, Iowa. Gun T formation. Lannon's going to just keep it up the middle. He's got a lot of gain, close to the first down. He's going to be 1 yard short.
He ran hard there. That was a nice run. He ran hard.
Well, I like the best part about it is just right up the middle.
Yep.
We've been trying to
right.
see that
Yes.
the whole game.
Get downhill.
Run right, north and south.
Get downhill.
Oh, we got a measurement. Close enough for a measurement. What are you saying?
Ryan, this pole is right in front of my eyes, both on the camera and in real life. Ooh, that's a good idea.
They should just paint.
Sell that thing. We can auction it off.
Yeah. We can auction the gym off for thousands.
Right here.
Right here.
You can see it every time.
I'm going to say he's short, Coach. I'm going to say he's short. You see that HLP student finish that hot dog just in time.
He didn't give you any. He didn't give you a bite.
He didn't give me a bite.
Man.
Come on, man. I thought we were friends.
I can't see there. Everyone's standing in my way. Yeah, they're short.
Must be short, huh? Yeah, 4th down. Fake punt here, Coach?
Did you say fake punt? You know, I was watching that video or that show about the Florida Gators.
Okay.
In that game when Alabama and Urban Meyer did a fake punt on his own 12-yard line, and they got it. I was like, that is intense.
That's risky.
That, you know. Whew. No wonder he was so stressed out all the time.
Well, we're going for it here, Coach. Landon's going to go right up the middle. 1st down by the Hawks.
Oh, nice. I'm really surprised they decided to go for it.
Get me the 1st down.
Yep.
I don't know what's right there at their own 14-yard line. Go for it.
They must be seeing something, you know, in that huddle that they're confident to run behind the center and get that 1st down.
Nice job by the old line. And keep going north and south. Keep going north and south. All right, get away from the pole. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Walshman drops back to pass. Has some time. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to call his own number and scramble and get tackled right about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like he was tempted to throw it, and he's like, I'm kind of past the line of scrimmage.
The receivers have a step on their guys.
Yeah, you got to trust it.
Sometimes
and again, you're new.
Receivers go to work, you know.
It's your first year.
With experience.
Yep.
It's his first start at quarterback.
You got to start making them. Once you start making those throws, you'll start finding people.
Got an injured Wolf here.
Yeah.
Keep it here.
Watching, you know, but he.
So, Coach, we got fantasy football starting in a couple weeks. I know
Ooh,
we had
yeah.
our draft. I know.
First week matchup again, Hayek.
Yeah, we match up for the
They're always
first
pinning
week.
us. The universe is always pinning us against each other.
Yeah, I know. They want us to be not friends.
It's weird.
So, what's your game plan going into the fantasy football matchup against me?
Oh, you already against you?
You got Burrow, man. Are you gonna start him? He's gonna be hurting.
No, he's gonna be back.
Okay.
He's just taking it easy, man.
Pretty proud of my fantasy team. First time in 10 years.
Yeah, you had a good draft. I was open about that right out of the gate. I said you did a good job drafting, and I was right because you got an A on the report card, man.
I did an A on my report card. I haven't seen that letter on the report card. Any of my report cards.
Old Papa Hayek, another D minus, man. He's not. The draft gets him every year.
Yeah, Leo Slaughterhouse too. Hawks 2nd and 9. Harpenall up the middle, finds a couple holes. He's a shifty back. Nice run by Harpenall.
Yeah, and you're starting to see these arm tackles more. They're just trying to use their hands. It's like you got to get your body close. You got to get close and wrap up.
A great job by Harpenall. He's patient, shifty, and fast.
He's a fun little player to watch. Again, he kind of reminds me of the Alex Schrader. You just go back to guys like that shiftiness, that explosive speed, good lateral movement.
So 1st and 10 for the Hawks at their own 32-yard line. Shotgun T formation. 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Coincy can get the ball now up the middle. He's going to get 4 yards. So 5:40 left here in the third quarter. It's going to be a nice drive here by the Hawks, starting at their own 2-yard line.
Chewing up some clock. Yeah, this can wear down the defense. You're going to start seeing arm tackles.
Clock by this time. So
that is a good point.
This is a new territory for us. Walshman's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw an out route here to Keaton Harpenall. Keaton's going to be close to the first down. There's a nice little catch and
quick hitter.
Quick pass.
Get the confidence up. And you know how important it is as a quarterback coach, trying to find that rhythm with your receiver. You got to find that.
Rhythm. Right out. What I like to do with quarterbacks, get them in a rhythm the first quarter and the third quarter. Let them get a feel for the game. Get high percentage passes. Let them see that completion.
When you're able to see that last year with Kale and any of those guys, where they were so used to being with each other that they had that timing down pat.
3rd and short for the Hawks. Walshman's going to keep it up the middle, has some room, breaks one tackle. He's across the 30, the 20, ran out of bounds about the 15-yard line. Nice run by Walshman.
Good run, good solid run.
Nice job by Landon Walshman.
But you're seeing the defense, as the game goes on, you start to stand up more. You're not getting down and bending your knees and making an athletic stance because you're tired. And people are going to break those arm tackles.
4:40 left here in the third quarter. The Hawks are marching, start at their own 2-yard line.
And a 4th down conversion again.
And a 4th down conversion at their own 12-yard line. Walshman alone in the backfield, trips to the near side. Drops back to pass. He's throwing up to the Knipe, and Knipe dive attempt, no good.
Yeah, I think the legs got tangled up there. Good effort.
Great effort. Great ball. I mean, that's what we wanted, right?
Yep.
If your receiver's not catching it, nobody's catching it.
I'll
try that later. Terrible.
I love that play call, taking a shot right after a big run. It's a high percentage.
You're wearing on them, yep.
Rolling out, as well. He's playing with a little bit more confidence, and you can tell that. 2nd and 10 for the Hawks. Harpenall's going to get the carry. He's got big Hunter Pick in front of him. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be a Hawk touchdown. Keaton Harpenall, a 17-yard touchdown run. Nice job by Keaton Harpenall, showing that patience again.
Looks like 44, possibly cramping.
Yeah, Hunter Pick.
He went out to make a block.
The injured Hawk on the play. Tell you what, Harpenall's having himself an opening night.
Yeah, he's tough. He's a good player. And you could tell, coming into this year, if you had to ask, kind of who they thought could fill some of the voids of the skill players that were lost, his name would probably be right up there at the top with the guy that would be mentioned the most.
For sure. Hopefully it's just one of those opening night cramps.
Hopefully. Yeah, you hate, especially, you never want to see any young person like this have an injury that keeps them out of performing in sports, but especially in a situation like this, he's a senior. You're already got, there's only 16 guys on the team.
Right. Give a couple shout-outs. One to the wife and kids for me. And big shout-out to Mackenzie and Dylan tomorrow at their wedding in Ankeny, Des Moines area. The word on the street, Weasel's got open bar, so make sure all the Remsen Knights get down to the wedding.
Yeah, it's going to be the first and 30,000th beer he's ever bought in his life for somebody else.
I think I'm going to definitely take advantage of that. So congratulations to Mackenzie and Dylan tomorrow on their special day. Thanks to all the sponsors that are making this possible. It's kind of cool to say this every year that, grandparents and uncles and family members can watch it from all over the state and all over the country, and it's not possible without these sponsors. So thanks to all the sponsors that we have out there to make this possible.
Yeah, there's just something different about being able to, visually see a game versus hearing it on the radio.
Right.
You feel like you're almost here. You're able to see everything. So, it's really cool that we're able to do this. It's funny, we talk about, when we were in high school watching football film on the good old VHS tapes, passing it around, having to rewind it. You can't see where you're at. Now everything is, play-by-play skip, and Hunter Pick is back to his feet.
Own power, so that's always good to see. So the Hawks score on a 17-yard touchdown run. Looks like they're going to line up for 2. 4:26 here in the third quarter. Trips here to the near side. Walshman run right up the middle, and he's got a lot of room for the 2-point conversion. Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 22, Harrison Park Wolves 7. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. This is Hawk Football.
Next Level Internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions, St. Mary's Hawks football. Forgot to give a shout out to Klein on 9 and my homie working there, Carson. Coach, you got any shout outs for yourself?
You took it, man. You got the Phillips shout out. You're good.
That's a pretty big one.
That's a good one this weekend. You'll be there, right, Coach?
I'm going to be there, yeah.
You're going to be in the house. Nice.
I'm excited for that open bar. So the Hawks kick off. Going to give the chance for the Wolves to return. Hemphill across the 10 to the 15. Sees the seam. He's going to get met right about the 20-yard line, 22-yard line. Nice job by the kickoff team. Kickoff coverage by the Hawks, Coach.
Yeah, you want to stay on top of them now. You got a couple touchdown lead.
The worst thing that can happen after a touchdown, right? Especially that drive that's
another
on
one.
The 2-yard line. Is kick it off and a touchdown return.
Yes, absolutely.
So 4 minutes here. Left here in the third quarter. Wolves take over at their own 23-yard line. Three receivers here to the near side. Lucas calls his own number to the near side, cuts it back. He's going to pick up a nice gain.
He does a good job running. You should let him. Yeah, he's getting downhill and he's making good cuts and finding the right seams. He's a good little runner.
Gets enough for the Wolves' first down. So the Wolves are going to continue to stay in that same formation. Three receivers here to the near side. Lucas, lone in the backfield. This time he throws a spot pass here to the receiver, Meyer. Meyer's going to cut it up, and he's going to get met by a bunch of Hawks. He's going to pick up nice 3 yards, Coach.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, he's definitely found he's comfortable throwing to that target.
38.
The wind's picking up here in a little bit.
It is, yeah. We're losing our papers a little bit.
2nd and 6. You know, those spot passes are just as good as run plays,
Yes,
right?
yes, they are. As long as you don't fumble them or throw them behind line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So they flip the formation. They're going to go three receivers to the far side. Lucas alone in the backfield. He's going to call his own number, wait for the line pull. He cuts it up, gets a couple yards before getting taken down by the Hawks. That's Knipe again on the tackle.
38. 41.
Right at midfield. 3rd and 4. This is where they got held turnover on downs last drive. Or no, they punted here last drive.
Yes.
They punted it to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, you wonder, that's one of those situations. You wonder if
78 yards.
Looking back, because they started at a 2-yard line, good field position.
We'll see if that decision stays the same or what we got.
Yeah, you wonder. I feel like there's got to be a little bit more urgency if, as you get into the fourth quarter down by 2 scores, and it looks like St. Mary's is moving the ball.
Get pitch. That's a good call. They've been setting that up all night. Nice job by the Wolves. Another first down.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need there. Is don't even have to worry about the fourth down situation.
Right.
Is hey, we can chew out this clock a little bit more, put some points on the board, hopefully, and get it back to a 1-score game.
This is a good drive by the Wolves here. They're marching, started at their own 20-yard line. They're across midfield into Hawk territory at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, they've really had the last 3 possessions have been pretty effective. Minus they chose to punt, the prior possession. But they've been moving the ball. They've been finding success, and the quarterback's been running well.
So the Hawks. They got Wolves receiver to the top far side. Hemphill on the direct snap. Going to run it to the far side. He's going to pick up 3 yards before a bunch of Hawks wrap him up. Running 3 yards at a pop just wears the defense down.
Yeah, he's running hard too. So he's not going down easy. It's forcing the defense to actually make effective tackle.
Second and 7 for the Wolves. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Lucas throws it to Hemphill. Hemphill trying to make something happen out of nothing, and he's going to get met right at the line of scrimmage. Almost looked like it was going to be like a double pass.
Yeah, it seemed set up, or I couldn't tell if there was a seam on the backside of that play that he could have hit. It's hard to tell from my angle, but
so good job by Hemphill just getting back to the
they
line
like
of
that.
scrimmage.
They like that quick dump off and seeing if their guys can make people miss. I imagine they're going to take us into the fourth quarter here for 3rd down.
8 seconds, 7 seconds here in the third quarter. They're going to take it to the fourth quarter. It's Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 22, Harris Lake Park Wolves 7. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. This is Hawk Football.
Welcome to your new home from Ida Grove Homes. Your new home is strong. It's built with state-of-the-art indoor construction techniques and expertise in a controlled environment. Your new home is tough with exceptional energy efficiency and lower maintenance costs. Your new home is an outstanding value. We deliver homes faster at a lower cost with guaranteed pricing. Your new home is unique with endless floor plan and design options. Check them out at our website.
So stop by Ida Grove Homes and let us introduce you to your new home.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Welcome back to Hawk Football. Coach, we're in the fourth quarter, 22-7. A little sense of urgency by the Wolves here.
Yeah, they're having a good drive, for them, they're hoping to find the end zone and get some points on the board. I guess the key thing here would be, this kind of 3rd and long here, Coach. You got to find a way to get a little bit closer to that first down so you make 4th down more manageable.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 7 here to start the things off here in the fourth quarter. Wolves in the Hawk territory at their 29-yard line. So Hemphill on the motion. Lucas drops back to pass. He's going to throw it up, and it's going to be intercepted by Worth. Worth was making some great return. Nice interception by Brady Worth.
Nice play.
Looked like Lucas just forced it there, and Worth was right there to take it.
And that is exactly what you did not want to happen if you're a Harris Lake Park Wolf.
Great drive. Stalled by another turnover by the Wolves. Their second one tonight. Holman came off limping. Hopefully that's
Notice that cramp.
So a big first play by the Hawks with an interception. The Wolves were marching.
Yeah, that was a big play.
Nice job by Brady Worth. Landon trips in the backfield. He runs right up the middle. Now the old line's getting that push, coach.
Yeah, and you get that confidence up. You're playing with the full head of steam, and you can see they're Landon running hard, and just the holes are starting to open up. You had a good chance of scoring, you didn't. You're kind of feeling the defeat a little bit, so it's important that they.
The holes are starting to open up.
Yeah, and you can't get defeated already. You know what I mean? You have to stay out there and hey, we can get the
left
ball
here in
back.
The fourth quarter for the Wolves. Try to get a stop here. Try to get a turnover. Got to keep fighting here. So the Hawks gun T formation. Landon, a little miscommunication. He's going to call his own number, get enough for the first down. They say it's enough for the first down, so Hawks. First and 10 at the Wolves' 30 or 24-yard line. Play action pass here, coach.
Yeah, you'd think that's coming at some point here. Maybe can't tell who's out there.
Running up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take a shot here at some point.
Walshman and Coink. Second option here to the near side. Landon's going to keep it, cut it up the middle. Nice run by Landon Walshman. Great option by the Hawks.
He's got some wheels. I didn't realize, he was that quick. He's definitely got some explosive speed.
Nice job. Picks up 9 yards. The Hawks are marching. Last time they got an interception, they turned it into points. We'll see if they do it this year,
and that's huge. That's so valuable in the game to capitalize on mistakes, and get points on the board.
So the Hawks, second and inches. Gun T formation. This time they're going to give it to Harpinall. Harpinall's got some room up the middle. Ooh, gets flipped upside down. Nice tackle by Lucas. But not enough to keep him from the first down. The Hawks are moving. 9:38 left here in the fourth quarter. More importantly, both teams when they come out of week one healthy, right, Coach?
Right, absolutely.
Yes. Game.
Which is weird to say because they've always been in our district, and now they're not.
HLP has always been a team in the district. So, wing formation here. Harpinall and Walshman in the backfield. Harpinall gets the carry. He's got a lot of room up the middle. Breaks a few tackles. He's going to get to the Wolves' 8-yard line. Going to make it 2nd and 5.
I feel like that's something that we don't emphasize enough, with high school sports is footwork. Being able to move your feet, just how effective it is, just being able to move your body when you're loose and, and able to be shifty like that. And you see guys that do it, and they always make people miss, always.
Yeah, Keaton is a slick back. He's shifty, very shifty. Yeah. Walshman drops back to pass. He's going to throw it up to Sam Schmelin. Touchdown! 8-yard touchdown. Walshman to Schmelin. Big old 6'7" receiver, Coach.
Yeah, that's fun too. Sam's first year playing football and come out in the first game and get a touchdown quick.
Yeah, welcome to the league. Here you go. Here's a touchdown.
Ooh, they're letting him keep the ball too, Coach. They just threw the ball back to the sideline.
Yeah, throw back.
Oh, man, I just noticed we need Mrs. Phillips back here to get these jumping jacks going.
So Hawks line up for 2. Hand up to Coint. Coint going to get tackled right at the line of scrimmage. No good. So Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 28, Harris Lake Park Wolves 7. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. Hawk football.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Brooke Kahns. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
Welcome back to Hawk football. Nice drive by the Hawks. After an interception, their second turnover turned into points, Coach.
That's huge. That's huge when the game was kind of in their reach, and now you really have to have a sense of urgency about getting points on the board.
We've got a couple Hawk players cramped up here in the sideline, and look over at HLP. Looks like they got a player on the bench. Tough conditions here to open the night at 80 degrees.
Got to get those electrolytes in there, Hayek. Got to get that salt.
Yeah. Pickle juice. Where's the pickle juice?
Some pickle juice.
Hunter pick to kick things off.
Oh, good. He's back out there.
Out of bounds. We'll see what Gunnarsson decides to do. What are you a fan of? You taking that 25 or you want the re-kick? Usually it's a disadvantage if the team has to run back down there and re-kick.
For sure. Given the fact that we need to have, I'm down by 3 scores, I want all the opportunities I can to score. And if I felt confident that I had explosive players back there to receive the kick, I probably would want the re-kick. Just that, or if I wanted to run like a reverse, I had something kind of drawn up to help out.
So Gunnarsson's going to make the Hawks re-kick. Try to make a splash here on special teams for the Wolves. Hunter, low runner again. Oh, Meyer receives the kick at the 10. He's across the 20, across the 30. Ran out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nice return by Meyer. He almost picked it up with his knee down, Coach.
You don't want to see that if you get a chance to re-kick.
That would have hurt. So nice return by the Wolves.
Is BK out there?
At their own 33-yard line. Just give a shout out to all the dads that put some time and effort into this field. The field looks amazing.
Yeah, they do a great job. We were talking about that earlier. Every year, it's just like how far it's come with the appearance, just from these guys really taking care of it.
Thanks to all the dads that put their time and effort on the field. Looks amazing. The Wolves. Lucas drops back to pass. Has some pressure. Gets away from it. Now he's going to tuck it up the middle. Pick up about 5-6 yards. Nice shot by Lucas.
38.
Now he gets up a little slow.
75.
He's done a lot of running tonight, Coach.
A lot of running, and that's kind of what I was talking about earlier with the movement piece. You don't want to get into the game of like cat and mouse where you're chasing the guy as much as you want to kind of cut them off, moving laterally, using your hips. You can see there, you start chasing guys, and pretty soon some hole opens up and they're able to sneak by and get 5 yards.
7:40 here in the fourth quarter. Hawks up 3 touchdowns. Wolves close to midfield. 2 receivers to the far side. Penfield's going to motion. He's going to fake the spot pass and get tackled up the middle. That's Caleb Gravenish on the tackle. Nice job by Caleb coming in and
nice play.
And making a play.
Well, especially, you think about it, if he hasn't been out there a lot, he's fresh.
Yeah, he's
so
fresh.
You can really get after somebody, so it's good that he was able to take advantage of that.
So 3rd and 5 for the Wolves. Needs to be a little bit more of a sense of urgency for the Wolves.
Yes. Yeah, you're 6.5 minutes or so left. Oh, timeout. That's why they weren't really sure what they wanted to do. Yeah, you got to expect some type of a shot here, coming up, because you got to get the ball back a couple more times. And St. Mary's has been moving the ball effectively as well. So, and looks like
After the Hawks, you got to like the second half, being able to run the ball a little bit better, a little bit more efficient.
Yeah, they definitely look like they're more settled in. Even watching Landon play, not just his throws but his runs, he seemed like a lot more confident. Like he was willing to take the ball. It was clean. And again,
Runners are heading more north and south. I feel
yes,
like, and that's where we've had our most success.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you look at, the big interception by Worth down there. Harris Lake Park is moving the ball, throws it to Worth. Brady makes a good play. So that plays like that, one play in this whole game, that could have been something that really turned the tide to where now the deficit is what it is, and you're going to force Harris Lake Park to play out of what they want to do, and now you're going to make them have to take these shots that maybe they can't make due to the pass rush, as the game goes on. Yeah, it looks like they got 18 back out. Yeah, and they got Penning in at defensive end as well, so they're getting some speed on the D-line, kind of anticipating a deep throw to get after the quarterback.
Third medium. Henfield's going to take a direct snap, run it to the far side. He breaks one tackle. He's got enough for the first down. Nice run, tough run by Henfield.
Yeah, good run. And,
he's a big bat.
Don't mind that play call. You can still run the ball when you have this much time left, especially in a situation where they thought they'd get the first down.
He's a nice size,
and you bring
190-pound running back.
That was the exact, they bring in a smaller defensive line.
Yeah.
You're hoping your offensive line can get a little bit more of a push.
So first down for the Wolves at the Hawk 36-yard line. 6:15 left here in the fourth quarter. The Hawks have done a good job bending but not breaking, right, Coach?
Absolutely.
Enfield's going to call his own number again.
Ooh, hold.
And he's going to pick up another 3 yards. Coink looked like he almost had that user strip there, Coach.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he got his arm grabbed or the camera handle was in my way.
Second and 8 for the Wolves. Henfield's going to give it a reverse. He's going to throw it back. And it's going to be incomplete. Nice.
Little Philly special. Little Philly special. You know what? Actually, I think he could have hit this guy coming across on the post. And that would have been right in his eyes, because you're throwing back across the field like that. That's a tough throw to make. I mean,
it was a nice job by the Hawks, because I think if he had some time, that was going to be a touchdown.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's like you just said. You get some air underneath of it. He catches it. It's no one there. But that's a tough throw to make, and people are on you because the play is slow developing to begin with. With the reverse.
Also want to thank the city of Remsen for taking nice care of this field and rolling it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We talked about that too before the game. How smooth it looks. Just with your eyes.
Takes a team effort. Spot pass out there for Meyer. Meyer's making some plays. Nice job by
That's some
Meyer.
good breakaway speed there too. And like we just talked about, the conditions might be playing a role in that, where the defense is getting tired.
Those spot passes have worked for him. So first and 10 for the Wolves. 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter left. We'll see if the Hawks can step up here and make a stop.
Yeah, as you get down here, inside the red zone, you want to have that play sheet that has a few of those starred plays, Coach, that are your quick hitting, good, effective plays.
Boy, Henfield gets a carry again, picks up 3 yards. I tell you what, he's a back that gets stronger as the game goes on.
He looks good.
We talked about Fish last year for the Hawks.
Yes.
He was so much better in the fourth quarter than the first quarter. He was still great in the first quarter. But he
right.
was even tougher in the fourth quarter. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of great things here from Henfield. He's running hard, and he's a tough guy to take down.
Yeah, I remember the game last year. Even you can see that they've done a good job developing over the year. They've gotten better, and that's good.
So the Hawks backed up in their own territory. Got to make a stop.
Timeout.
And the Hawks are going to call a timeout.
Yeah,
A little bit of breather, maybe?
Yeah.
Let them catch their breath?
I kind of feel like maybe there should be a little bit more urgency by the visiting team. Again, you can't rush it too much, but it's starting to get to where 4 minutes is not, you know what I mean? And you got to get the ball back a couple more times. So.
Yeah, you got to take a shot.
But again, in the same breath, you know, you can rush it and then not score, and then what? You're down. You know, you didn't do anything anyway. So you want to be methodical with it, but also have the urgency.
A little bit of game summary. It was 0-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter, his first touchdown was by Landon Walshman on a 1-yard touchdown. Then Walshman hit Holman on a 31-yard TD pass to make the score 14-0. And then the Wolves scored late in the second quarter. It was Lucas to Hemphill on a nice 31-yard pass to make the score at 14-7 at half. The third quarter was a 17-yard touchdown run by Keaton Harpenall and a 2-point conversion. And then in the fourth quarter, it was a Walshman pass to Sam Schmelin on 8 yards to make the score 28-7. The Wolves are marching. They're inside the Hawks 20-yard line. So Wolves empty backfield with Lucas. Meyer on the motion here to the near side. Lucas drops back to pass. Now he's going to tuck it. Makes one guy miss, and Braxton Knight there to take him down at the 10-yard line. But it's going to be another Wolves first down, Coach.
Yep, he's doing a good job moving the ball a little bit closer. What, at 10-yard line?
First and goal.
First and goal for the Wolves.
Defense. 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Trips to the far side. Lucas drops back to pass. Getting some pressure in his face. And he's going to get ran out of bounds by Worth. Right about the line of scrimmage.
Nope, I don't think any.
So second and goal from the 10-yard line. That was nice coverage on the back end by the Hawks, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he wanted to get a throw in there, and you force him to run, go out of bounds, so you'll take it. See. Injured.
The players got to be exhausted here. We're going to get a timeout from the Wolves. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back with Hawk Football. This is Fuller Digital Solutions, St. Mary's Football.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
Welcome back to Hawk Football. 28-7. Stick around after the game for Coach Osterman's interview.
The hot seat.
Hot seat.
The Hayek hot seat.
You got any questions like what the heck you call that for? Or?
No, I would. I was just going to say this actually. Is I can't remember the last time that we scored less than 35-ish points. I mean, we could still score more, but you know what I mean. 28 points with 3 minutes left, and that's not even like a. That's not critical at all. It's just the last few years I've watched these games, and it's usually in the 60s by now.
Yeah, it's been a great ball game between two great teams, two great programs.
But it's fun because, people forget, when those guys, last year's team, for example, when they're younger, there's a developmental process that they're scoring 28, 30 points, and you got to find your rhythm in the offense. And it's nice to see this.
How beneficial it was for these young guys to get in those games.
Yes. Well, and look at the example you had set for you.
So Lucas drops back to the pass, throws a quick hitter, and the Hawks are going to wrap him up about the 5-yard line. Let's see what receiver that was for the Wolves.
Yeah, those guys definitely did a good job, demonstrating how to finish games.
catch was on the, that was him, Phil, on the receiving end on that.
It's kind of mad. I like it.
Nice little quick hitter there. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
No, I just can't believe that. It's all right.
Trips here near side. Lucas drops back to pass. Has some pressure. Is going to get taken down. And that is Colby Penning.
Nice play.
With a big
Good
sack.
job.
Great job by Penning.
The blind side. Yep.
On a 13.
So big play by the Hawks defense.
Yeah, that's huge. Now it's a
Now
4th
it's
down,
4th and goal
and
from
not only that,
the
you
13-yard
just
line.
made them chew up another 2 minutes on the clock.
So Lucas drops back to pass. He's got to throw it in the end zone. He's going to lob it up, and it's going to get batted down. Nice job by the Hawks defense. Bend, but don't break, coach.
Yep. No, they've done a great job.
That was Coink on the deflection.
Yeah, and you ran them down on timeouts now, so you can chew up quite a bit of clock if you need to, and you don't need to force anything if you don't want to. You can kind of try to chew the game and get
This
this
is where you just pound the ball and take up all the clock and get out of here.
right, because you never know what could happen if people get the ball back. There's
Right.
crazier things have happened. I think I talked about that last year where Aurelia back in 06 scored 3 touchdowns in 9 seconds or something crazy like that.
Yes, I remember that. So gun T formation for the Hawks.
Yes. It was the last time, yeah.
Landon gonna get it up to Tinniger up the middle. Tinniger breaks a few tackles, still on his feet. Nice run by Cade Tinniger.
Fresh legs.
Fresh legs,
that
yeah.
helps. But that's good too because if he hasn't had a bunch of touches tonight, you get their confidence up by doing that because they're coming in and they're like, oh, I just got 8 yards.
Right.
I can do this.
So 2nd and 3 for the Hawks. Just under 2 minutes here. Thanks for everybody that's tuned in tonight. It's our first game. We had a little bit of a shaky start. I mean, running the computer is not our forte, is it?
No, the camera. I wasn't.
We got Jim Wesselman on the camera next week on the road game. Already signed him to a week contract.
Oh, we do have him coming in next week. Nice.
Just needed some popcorn.
Just gonna cost us a bag of popcorn and a couple Mountain Dews.
Yeah, popcorn and Mountain Dew is going to cost us. Got a penalty flag on the Hawks. Boy, both teams got to be happy the way they played.
Right. No, it was a good. It was a pretty
penalties.
clean game. A few mistakes made here and there, but the kids played hard. And I thought, if you think about the score, outside of a couple mistakes, this game was very close, and they both were competitive and they played hard. It was a clean game, not a lot of flags. It's nice to have this window into the team.
Think, if you're Harris Lake Park, you got to think Remsen St. Mary's going to be decent this year, so you got to
Right.
look where you're at.
Yeah,
as far as
exactly.
measuring, and then for the Hawks, Harris Lake Park's always a great team, a great tradition, and they're going to battle at their district, So
For sure.
You got to like both teams. You got to like.
No, I agree completely, and that's a good assessment.
Tinniger's going to get the carry again, run to the far side. This time gets a couple yards.
And I really thought, Coach, based off of what you said that, you and Coach Gunderson had discussed in your pregame interview, I didn't think they did a terrible, he was kind of worried about the vulnerability they'd have against the offensive line of the Hawks. And I really didn't, I don't think they did a bad job matching up against that. He was pretty concerned that St. Mary's was just going to be able to run all over them.
Be happy with
and they stood pretty tall. So
be happy with the trenches. I
think so.
One-sided tonight and going into the game, but the Wolves were very competitive up front.
And just a couple of throws that didn't go the right way, and a 4th down here and there, and that's kind of changes the game.
50 seconds here in the 4th quarter. Landon, he's going to call his own number, run it here to the near side, breaks one tackle, still on his feet, and ran out of bounds across midfield. Nice hustle by Lucas, push him out of bounds.
He's got more explosive speed than I thought. I don't know what. I'm surprised by it. It looks fast to me from right here.
Running is going to be there for Landon going this year. They just need to get the throwing
Right.
behind it, you know.
But like we talked about, you don't have to throw the ball 30
right,
times a
right.
game to win.
Yeah.
You can throw the ball 10 times effectively and
On the
take
Hawks,
the ball
I
down the
stick
field.
to this formula. Pass about 10 times a game and just pound the ball.
Play good defense, yep, burn the clock, run the ball, take some shots you need to.
Hawks are my favorite formation, victory formation. Coach, I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, it was good.
Game.
Good first game back. I'm glad to have, now that week one's over with, we'll have some film on these teams that we have to play, and so it makes it a little bit more enjoyable to look at teams and know who's going to be out there. Because this week you're going to it blind.
Best things about opening night is going home and checking out the other scores throughout the state. And
Football's back. That's the most
football is
important part.
back.
We've been waiting.
Yes.
College games this weekend. Then next weekend we got big college games and the NFL coming back. So
Thursday night, Huskers.
We'll see how that goes.
That's going to be the final score. Remsen, St. Mary's Hawks 28, Harris Lake Park Wolves 7. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors with Coach Osterman. Stay tuned.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Brooke Kahns. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org. Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
Right here, Coach. Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions Hawks football. Couple stats here. Landon Walshmit, 72 yards passing with a couple touchdowns. Running, he had 116 on the ground with a touchdown. Colin Holman was the leading receiver with 44 yards and a touchdown. The Hawks had total plays 54 compared to the Wolves 48. Total yards for the Hawks 297, for the Wolves 174. Passing yards, the Hawks had 72, the Wolves had 96. Rushing yards, 225 for the Hawks, 63 for the Wolves. First downs were tied at 15 apiece. Turnovers, the Wolves had 2, Hawks had 0. I'm here with Coach Osterman. Coach, congratulations on another W. Football is back. Yep. This is the 38th consecutive home game W.
Yep, we'll take it.
And, Coach, it started off 0-0 in the first quarter, like a start of a fight, right? A couple fighters just trying to find their way.
Just talk about the start of the game, and you guys finally started to get going on the ground. It took a little slower than maybe expected as far as the up front, the running game, but final stats, rushing is 225 yards compared to 63. You could really tell the lineman second half said, let's run, and did a great job. So just talk about the game, Coach.
Yeah, hey, again, my hat's off to Coach Ryan Gauss. Again, he puts together a really good game plan. Coach Coink does a really good job getting his guys ready to go. And again, our players did such a good job of being resilient. My hat's off to Coach Stone and Coach Gunderson and Coach Ray. They coach a really tough team, and they had a good game plan to try to slow down our zone game and eventually and how to slow down the sweep. So again, hats off to all those guys. But yeah, I think in the first half, I think we knew that. And I talked to you the other day. I think we knew the passing game wasn't going to be 100% our go-to right away. We had to feel that out and see what was going to happen. So we knew the run game was going to be where it leaned, and I think that's what they knew too. And so they really kind of took that away from us. And we had a couple of good drives. I think we kind of shot ourselves in the foot there in the first half a couple of different times where I think we had some better things going for us. But definitely I think we saw them getting tired even in the beginning of that first half, and really were leaning on it if we just had the opportunity, and came out in that first half. Wasn't exactly the start I think we wanted, but I certainly think we ended up the way just kind of how we pictured it at halftime. Let's just keep leaning on them, and we'll get our chances. And I think Landon and Coink and Keaton did a nice job in the running game to kind of keep us going. So my hat's off to the offensive line and their offensive coaches. They were just doing a great job tonight. Yeah, it felt like the running game got better and better as it kind of went more north and south. I felt like compared to east and west, and that the running backs, you could tell, got more and more comfortable throughout the game, and a little bit harder running and things of that nature. Coach, talk about defensively. The Wolves had some things going there, and then they get stalled by a couple of big turnovers. Worth interception and Landon Walshman with the interception. So talk about, and then late here in the game, turnover on downs, you get fresh legs, and Colby Penning comes with a huge sack there on 3rd and goal, making it 4th and a very long goal. Just talk about your defensive effort tonight for the Hawk Dub. And you and I know this, and I don't want to say disparaging about Coach Arnold, but I'm sure he was just sitting there biting himself. I'm sure he wanted to be more pressure, but I think we just felt like we wanted to stay back and see what happened. So our kids were super resilient, and again, my hat's off to our defensive staff. I thought, again, Coach Merritt did a really good job. Coach Shutt did a really good job helping our guys getting prepared, and Colby played some huge minutes, and ultimately our guys had to be resilient. But talk about a team that had to learn their lesson. I mean, they put 7 points on the board at the end of the first half. It shouldn't have been, right? We had 3 guys back there. We should have just knocked the ball down, but we went for an interception. And then talk about learning their lesson. Brady Coink had the same look, same exact thing. They went for their shot, and he just knocked it down. So talk about a young team having to learn and having to knock things down and pay attention. And we're going to learn a lot from this game. I thought our defensive line will get through this first game, and hopefully we're healthy and get through the cramps. But again, I think Caleb Gravenish came up big. He played a lot of good minutes. I thought Colby sacked. He missed one, came back and got the second one, and then critical down and distance. So, I couldn't be more proud of our kids. And those are 2 big interceptions and drives going in. So, I'm really happy with our guys. I'm glad we got the job done tonight.
Yeah, it was a great team win. You're out of here, looks like pretty much for the most part healthy, which is another bonus. Yep. And saw some a lot of good things from new weapons this year offensively with the 2 twin towers, let's call them. 6'7" tight end Colin Holman and the 6'7" receiver and Sam Schmelin. So just talk about how nice that's got to be for a young quarterback with a little bit of experience to be able to just throw it up and let the big guys go get it.
Yeah, if Landon trusts that a little bit more, he'll see it. And again, this will be a good teaching tape when all of his weapons are out there, what shots he can take. But how many teams can boast 6'6", 6'7", and guys? And Sam, boy, he hasn't played football since like his 7th grade year. So, I mean, there's a lot of learning he's doing, but I'm happy he got a touchdown early on in this game, and Colin got a really good touchdown. Unfortunately, I think DK kind of gets lost in the shuffle of everything of a threat he is. Boy, he's got great hands. But again, I think Landon's just got to see it, and he took some really good shots tonight. But I think he protected the ball. I think that's the one nice thing that this offense did, and I think you mentioned it in the stat and rundown. We didn't have any turnovers, and maybe Keaton Harpenow maybe puts that ball down there a little bit more than I'd like. But but we didn't really lose the ball, and that's critical in a game like this. That's going to be tight, and we knew that's what it was going to end up being. But I'm really happy with Landon and what he did tonight, and the receivers and all those weapons. And as we continue to develop through the year, I think that's going to be really a big threat. We have the run game and the throwing game, and the quarterback that can run. It's going to be tough to stop.
Absolutely, and you mentioned Remsen and what a game he had defensively. He was all over the place. It sounded like Arnold and I just kept calling his name. So he had a great game defensively. You have a lot of weapons, both sides of the ball. Coach, congratulations on the first W of the 2023 year. This team's going to be a lot of fun, finding their own identity and taking it game by game. So, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate
Enjoy the W. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Hey, and shout out to all the McKennas out there. Matt, Sherry, and Gavin, we're praying for you. Thank you for everything. And the Waldschmidt's listening over there in Cedar Falls. We appreciate it. So, go Hawks, and thanks to all the alumni. Appreciate it.
That's Coach Tim Osterman on the W. I want to thank everyone for listening to the game, watching the game. I want to also thank all the sponsors that make this possible. Thanks, Zach Arnold, for help calling the game with me tonight. The Wolves will be on the home game next week against Rockford, and the Hawks will be on the road to Sioux City next week to play Siouxland Christian. Your final score, Remsen St. Mary's Hawks 28, Harris Lake Park Wolves 7. So long from Ryan Hayek.